Hello and welcome from Seattle. It's another edition of Monday Night Sex Contract. Tonight we have a fantastic matchup. We have the 16-0, 16 fucks, never been fucked, world champion Luke Theophilus going up against the 0-1 Lynn Tran. She suffered a devastating fuck last week, and we're gonna see how she rebounds tonight against a real contender. Yeah, the key is, Luke Theophilus, look, they're just a dominant team. He has his way with every opponent that he faces and constantly is penetrating. For Lynn, her key tonight is going to have to be to use her brain. She's going to have to negotiate, study, and outwit Theophilus. She does not have the power to dominate him the way that he does. So it's going to be a very tough matchup tonight for her. Alright, so our parties are taking the field. They're going to go over the coin toss and the captain's meeting with the referees. So that's just typical sex contract negotiations at the beginning. We're going to go over the fundamental terms, HIV prevention, etc., 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 the typical sex contract. Down below, we're going to get into the roles. Now, this is the beginnings of the chess match. We're going to figure out exactly who's going to be the dominant, the submissive. Of course, we all predict that Luke's going to go with the dominant role, and it looks like he has. Okay, so we've decided that Luke's going to get the ball here. He's going to be the dominant, and it looks like Lynn's going to be submissive today. Now, if you remember going back to the first matchup, they've already covered the rules of obedience: sleep, food, clothes, exercise, personal hygiene, beauty, personal safety, qualities, and even into Appendix 2 before time ran out. So just a recap of that, we're talking about hard limits there. So they agreed no acts involving fire play, no urination, defecation, or products thereof, no sex acts involving children or animals. That one, it's obvious to the viewer at home, but it just has to be put in there because you never know what Luke Theophilus is thinking. And no acts that will leave any permanent marks on the skin. No activity that involves direct contact of electric current, whether alternating or direct. Shout out Nikola Tesla. Fire or flames to the body. So now, in this matchup, we're going to jump ahead to Appendix 3. We're going to soft limits now. Now it's really the fine details of personal comfort here. So soft limits, these are where we're going to discuss. So here we go. On the table, which of the following sexual acts are acceptable to the submissive? Masturbation, fellatio, cunnilingus, vaginal intercourse, vaginal fisting, anal intercourse. Okay, let's back it up there. Vaginal fisting. Do you really think this one is going to make it through the contract? No, I don't. As a new rookie to the league, I don't think she's going to be ready for such intense pounding of her vaginal walls. I'm not sure she can fit it. She hasn't put in the hours that some of the other veterans have to accept such a large feat. So I look for her to challenge that one. All right, moving right ahead. So we're going to anal intercourse, anal fisting. Again, another fisting thing. We're not sure if her body's going to be able to handle that at such a prime young age. Okay, so back to the appendix. Is swallowing semen acceptable to the submissive? Is the use of sex toys acceptable? Well, if it's not acceptable there, that is one that Luke is going to push really hard for. So he's definitely going to drive that one home, and that's going to be his main focus is the toys, which includes vibrators, dildos, butt plugs, and other. So here's another one where, Lynn may be a little bit more on the edge of, on the fence. Is bondage acceptable to the submissive? Hands in front, hands in the back, bondage of the ankles, the knees, elbows, wrist to ankles, spreader bars, tied to the furniture, blindfolding, gagging, bondage with rope, bondage with tape, bondage with leather cuffs. Suspension. Now that's we got some real athletes in this league. Suspension is something that's really taken off. We've seen more athletes go to the air. And then we've got bondage with handcuffs or metal restraints. So what is the submissive's general attitude about receiving pain? 1 is likes the intensity, and 5 dislikes the intensity. So she's going to have to decide where she falls on that spectrum. How much pain is the submissive willing to receive, where 1 is none and 5 is severe? Everybody has a different pain tolerance level, so we're going to have to go and see where she judges herself. You know, she wants to prove herself to Luke, obviously. So I wouldn't be surprised if she shoots for 3 or 4. Which of the following types of pain, punishment, and discipline are acceptable to the submissive? Spanking, paddling, whipping, caning, biting, nipple clamps, genital clamps, ice, hot wax, other types or methods of pain. Okay, we're going to have a timeout here. Looks like Lynn is taking a breather here of sex contract on Monday night. We're gonna get a nice microphone down there, see what she's thinking. How can I possibly agree to all this? It's for my safety? How could that even be? I mean, this sounds like a marriage. Don't they say obey in that? And he wants me to obey? What the fuck? You know what? Oh, man, this is ridiculous. And I have to call him my master? This is... No, oh, God. You know, I don't want to be flogged. I don't want to be whipped. You know, maybe I could go for spanking. Maybe I should put a 2 on there. Spanking, is that a 2? I don't know. It sounds fucking humiliating. And being tied up, you know. Well, I guess he tied my hands together earlier. And that was pretty hot. You know, so, you know, we can kind of lean on that and then try to take away some of his other attacks. I think stretching it to the no eye contact is a little much. You know, I can't believe he's going for that. You know, I can't let that happen. I'm going to fight back on that, see if I can get that stricken from the contract. I think he's asking for a little much right now, but, you know, I've always told myself from a very young age that I wanted to be here, and now's my opportunity to show the world what I can do. So, you know, I don't need to shy away from this. I need to take this head on and put that in my pussy. And we're going to have a pause in the action here. It looks like Kate has come to the door, and she's gonna say something to Lynn here. Lynn, I've been calling you. You must have been out cold. What is it? There's a man here with a delivery for you. You have to sign for it. What? Come on, it's big. It looks interesting. Okay, so what could be at the door? What could it be? You know, my guess is that Luke is making a power play here, and now the door's opening, and it's a delivery man. It is a delivery man with a box. Let's see. It's a MacBook Pro. Lynn is shaking her head. She knows what this is. This is a devastating blow, and it's really sealing the deal. She is definitely leaning towards signing this contract now. She can do the research. That's what Luke is hoping for here, so she can learn about submissiveness and the toys that Luke is fond of. And this is really playing well. It's going really well. Luke set this up very nicely, and that's what pros do. You know, the veteran experience here has really pulled out all the stops. Yeah, we're getting reports down from the sideline that this is the latest MacBook Pro. Got the latest operating system, full suite of programs, 1.5 terabyte hard drive, so plenty of room to store porno and other pornography-related documents, and 32 gigs of RAM. Holy shit, that's a lot of RAM. 32 gigs RAM. It looks like Lynn is going ahead and going to boot this computer up. She is not scared. She's taking on these challenges head on, and here she goes. Oh, there is an email. The account is set up. She has a new email address, and there is an email from none other than Luke Theophilus. Subject, your new computer. To Lynn Tran. Dear Miss Lynn, I trust you slept well. I hope that you put this laptop to good use, as discussed. I look forward to dinner Wednesday. Happy to answer any questions before then via email, should you desire. Luke Theophilus. Wow, what a power move by Luke. Hand-delivering a computer to her doorstep, preloaded with a new account and an email, just assuming that they're going to have that dinner, and being the courteous gentleman that he is, showing a little leniency on the contract, saying that he hopes that she has any questions, she should reach out to him. Oh, and Lynn's going to reply. Here we go. Let's see. I slept very well, thank you, for some strange reason, sir. I understood that this computer was on loan, ergo not mine. Signed, Lynn. What Lynn is doing here is teasing. She's kind of lulling Luke back into a false sense of... Oh, and hold on. Luke has already replied. That's just remarkable speed. He had to have been at his computer already. To Lynn Tran, the computer is on loan indefinitely, Miss Tran. I note from your tone that you have read the documentation I gave you. Do you have any questions so far? And here we go. They are going back and forth. Lynn and Luke both at their laptops, emailing back and forth like adults discussing sex contract. This is what we live for. This is why we watch. To Luke Theophilus, I have many questions, but not suitable for email, and some of us have to work for a living. I do not want or need a computer indefinitely. Until later, good day, sir. Wow, what a sassy response. To think that Lynn, who was just a young, bright-eyed rookie weeks ago, can pull that one out in response to Luke's power moves on the email is just incredible. And here comes Luke with the reply. To Lynn Tran. Laters, baby. P.S. I work for a living, too. Wow, are you kidding me? P.S. I work for a living, too. Luke is pulling out all the stops. He is just firing straight back. Sass on sass. Here we go. This is why we watch, baby. This is the fucking sex contract of the year. And now Lynn is smiling like an idiot. She looks like she cannot resist him. I cannot believe the back and forth banter between these two. I expect this contract to be signed within the next day or two. Without a doubt, Luke is going to score again. After a brief lunch with our Hispanic American reporter Jose Rodriguez, we're gonna, jump past that. She's got another email from Luke Theophilus to Miss Tran. I do hope you had a good day at work. Signed, Luke Theophilus. So Luke is doubled up, like the old man Aubrey has said. Back to back. He's gone back to back with emails, and looks like Lynn's going to reply. To Luke Theophilus, Sir, I've had a very good day at work. Thank you. Okay, so they're really going for the short passes here. There's not a lot of content, a little quick hitters here and there. Expecting that the defenses or the opponent will soften up, and then they'll really jump all over those short routes, and then you can hit them with a long one to take them off their game and score some big points. So let's see how Luke answers here. From Luke Theophilus, subject, do the work. To Lynn Tran. Miss Tran, delighted you had a good day. While you are emailing, you are not researching. Signed, Luke Theophilus. It looks like Luke's going to apply a little pressure here to kind of encourage Lynn to get going on that contract. He's really going to force that, but with a little subtlety, with a little, there's a little undertone there, but he's going to get what he wants. Let's see how Lynn responds. To Luke Theophilus. Mr. Theophilus, stop emailing me and I can start my assignment. I'd like another A. Okay, well, it looks like Lynn's just rolling with the punches, She's giving him a little sass back. She's not completely closed the door either. With the comment there, I'd like another A. That's a reference back to their sex and oral skills, if I do recall correctly, from their first matchup. So let's see what's going on with Luke in his reply. Oh, the subject now is impatient. Okay, so a little honesty coming out, a little rawness. Okay. Miss Tran, stop emailing me and do your assignment. I'd like to reward another A. The first one was so well deserved. Oh, and a winky face. There it is. Signature move. Luke Theophilus, winky face in the email. CEO gives you a winky face. You're in danger. You are in big danger. Oh, my goodness. Lynn's going to go ahead and answer back here to Luke Theophilus. Mr. Theophilus, what would you suggest I put into a search engine? Okay, that's pretty much a punt there. She's really given up control of this email and back and forth negotiation. And she's putting the ball in Luke's court. And let's see if he takes advantage of this. Subject, internet research. To Lynn Tran. Miss Tran, always start with Wikipedia. No more emails unless you have questions. Understood? Luke Theophilus. Wow, okay. So Luke, I think he mishandled this one. I think he had an opportunity here to really drive some information into her and feed her to the direction he needed her to go. And he kind of just punted it right back. That's a turnover. And you really cannot have that as, a contender. You need to take advantage of these situations. And Lynn has got the ball back now. Subject, bossy. To Luke Theophilus. Yes, sir. You are so bossy. Oh my goodness, this is just getting sloppy. This is clown ball here. He turns it over to her and she just fucking sits down on it. This is incredible, you know. Let's get the quality of the game going again. We've got an email from Luke coming in. Subject, in control to Lin Tran. Lin, you have no idea. Well, maybe an inkling now. Do the work. Okay, so there's a little bit more fire in Luke here. He's a little bit more spirited in that response, and it looks like Lynn's going to go ahead and jump onto Wikipedia now. She's not writing an email back. Our cameras down on the sideline do see her browsing Wikipedia for approximately half hour. She looks a little queasy, a little shocked. She's really considering what's going on in front of her. She's got multiple tabs open. Looks like she's really putting a lot of thought into this Red Room of Pain, as the nickname that they gave Luke Theophilus's home field. Let's see. And she looks pretty turned on. So it's not looking good for Lynn. Luke's got this one well in hand, and unless a miraculous turn of events occurs, it looks like Lynn is going to get that pussy pounded. Alright, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on another edition of Monday Night Sex Contract. We had a lot of highlights here, and the grinder today is going to go to the bedpost. The bedpost was there all along, holding firmly, stability, doing all of the dirty work, the straps, the penetration, everything. Really underappreciated part of the Red Room of Pain. So he's going to get the award tonight. Keep an eye open and join us back next week. We're going to have David Fong versus Terry Fong, and David is going for the Conception. So we've got a huge matchup next week. A lot of future standings coming into play based on that game. And we thank you again. Our producer engineer was Michael Teasang. So have a great night, everybody. We saw some amazing sex contracting going on tonight. I was your host, Joe Ng, and I will see you next week.